Well, we're back again for one more episode of A Day in Miami, and today we have a sweet special guest with a lot of sweets. So we have with us Olivier from
Ficelle Bakery in River Landing.
So that's very important to know. River Landing, which we love that place. You guys gotta go and try this place. This is spectacular, but I'm gonna get into that a little bit more. Let Eddie go and talk to you a little bit about
Olivier, welcome.
A little applause for Olivier.
All right, so I've heard many good things about you. A lot of them.
How many things did you?
A lot of good things, actually. You know, from both River Landing staff and the community there. That we've been there for a while now. I think one of the most interesting things that people always bring up is that you have a partnership with your brothers.
Exactly.
So I wanted you to, for the people who don't know who Olivier is, who your family is, and how you started Ficelle, give us a little background on why you decided to go into business with your brothers and how you started Ficelle, and it's been very successful. Give us a little behind the scenes of that.
So, my parents always raised us to be very family orientated, So me and my brothers are pretty close.
Love your parents.
My parents, my mom and dad, they run a business together, so we grew up watching them as role models.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? So it was only evident that me and my brothers are going to eventually work together,
That's awesome.
We love each other, and I think it's a great team. That way I can trust my brothers, and I don't have to look over my shoulder each time. I know they got my back.
Yeah,
100%.
Especially in this type of business, brother.
Sure.
This type of business, you have to have the people you can trust.
For sure.
Yeah, we've had multiple friends have to shut down a couple of locations now because they couldn't trust who they were, and
Exactly.
he grew too fast, and now he has to scale down.
Well, but
I got my brothers.
Yeah, you got your brothers. So share because before we even started and on camera, Eddie and I were like, okay, so nationality. So what are we? What's full circle of
Man, that's a tricky one. So my brothers and I were all born in Miami. Okay. But we grew up in Haiti.
Wow.
Yeah, we're Haitian Lebanese over there, and
so Asian Lebanese.
Well, why'd your parents decide to go to Haiti?
It's not my parents, their parents,
Wow.
They moved to Haiti I don't even know how many years ago.
Yeah.
They left Lebanon and somehow they ended up in Haiti. Don't ask me how. I don't know, but they ended up there.
They ended up
incredible. So how was life growing? I mean, you were born here, but how was life growing up in Haiti? That's interesting.
Honestly, it was pretty cool. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I love the beautiful oceans we got, the mountains.
Gorgeous, by the way.
Sure, man. It's something unreal living in the Caribbean. Growing up there was nice. Obviously, when there were problems, we'd be here.
Yeah.
And when things are good, we're back in Haiti. But it was the best of both worlds.
Unfortunately, a lot of people do not know that. A lot of people think Haiti, and they see the news and stuff was going on in Haiti. Haiti is a beautiful country. Haiti has an area, there's cruise ships that take you to that part of Haiti. Yeah. But Haiti has, to his point, some oceans
beaches in the world.
Beaches that you think that
unrated.
And you haven't been there because it's another area of the island.
Yeah.
But when you go there, it's spectacular.
Yeah, it must be similar to República Dominicana.
Yeah, in a way, yes. It's the same island.
Yeah.
But it's two different sides, obviously.
Yeah.
I feel like Haiti has a bit nicer beaches because of geographically speaking where it's located and where we are.
100%.
We're a little bit more in the bay.
You have more of that little bluish water versus DR.
But
DR has beautiful water, but not as Haiti.
Nice. So you go with your brothers together and you guys say, we're going to open up a bakery. How did that idea come about?
So,
a French bakery at that.
All right, let's make this long story short. My uncle has a French bakery here in Miami. It's been open for 30-something years.
Okay.
It's on US 1 and 144th, right by the falls. So I kind of grew up in the bakery. We all grew up in the bakery. And when I finished high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. And my mom said, why don't you go try baking and pastries? So I went to school, tried it out. Every day after school, I went to my uncle's bakery to work. Spent 3 years working with him, and got great experience working for my uncle. Learned some of the tricks that I wouldn't learn any other place so quick.
Yeah.
And then after that, I went to New York. Worked in New York City for a big French bakery company out there called Maison Kaiser. It was a great experience. Spent 4 years working for them. And then after that, I thought it was time for me to move back and start building my business plan and everything and bring my brothers on board and start a business,
Wow.
That's impressive.
So, question, pastries. Why specifically these, and how the hell do you get these things to taste so damn good? Because let me tell you something. what you brought here today and what people are looking at right now. So when I was, introduced when we were one day at River Landing, and Andy, says, "Come, you got to try the best friggin' pastries and the best baguette that you're ever gonna get." And let me tell you, I took 2 baguettes home that day. We're all with there. I took 2 baguettes home. I did some sandwiches in my house. That was our dinner. Everyone was ecstatic with that. But the way these things taste, I mean, is it like a special recipe you guys have? I mean, I don't want you to give your secrets away here.
I'll tell you, honestly, we use a lot of organic products, organic flour. I use a lot of sourdough starter in my croissants and my bread. So it's organic yeast, first of all. So when you eat my stuff, it feels pretty light, doesn't feel heavy. So when you eat it, you're not bloated.
That's important.
Which is super important.
Yeah. And to get that rise, that helps you. How do you help get that rise?
Well, that's all part of the fermentation process, the pressing and everything. And I think my secret is my sourdough starter. That's what I use on all my croissants, all my breads.
Okay.
Organic sourdough starter, man.
Yeah, I was there the other day and I had le breakfast.
The breakfast sandwich?
Phenomenal.
What did that entail?
It was like eggs, had a little bit of vegetables and stuff inside. Had some avocado. It's like a breakfast sandwich. But it was on a croissant. So it's a little bit different than your typical pan cubano, breakfast sandwich I usually get every morning.
No, pan cubano, you just have 2 pieces and you're like this.
Yeah.
I love Cuban bread.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love Cuban sandwiches. I grew up eating that. But after one sandwich,
you want to go to sleep.
I can't walk.
No, brother. I mean, you're done.
And
it's great.
I told them there when we were there at the front desk, I said, "Hey, you got a coffee?" She goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "You got colada?" She goes, "Of course."
Yeah, of course.
So they gave us the colada.
So we've managed to put a little bit of everything in there. A little French, a little Cuban,
a little bit
of the twist. You know what I'm saying? That's very Miami, by the way.
You have to.
That's 100% Miami.
Especially with the guava croissant, people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's for me. That's my favorite thing in the world, right there. A guava croissant.
So I've noticed that obviously there's literally bakery wars that go on here, in the city. If you haven't known about them, or maybe you do, we've had a couple of other bakeries in the pocket. I feel like
Cuban bakery wars.
That's where I was gonna go. I feel like the French bakeries have kind of like just been put to the side, and they're out of those wars, right? But I do see a lot of French bakeries coming onto the scene, right? Is there do you have any admiration? Do you look at others and say obviously you like yours the best, but if you had to give honorable mentions of other French bakeries in the city, you're like, you know what, I like what they're doing. Do you have a list like that, or?
If there's one bakery I'll say off the top of my head that I know is good and very artisanal, it's a bakery in Miami Beach. It's called True Love Bakery. They do good products, really good products.
And you feel like they're kind of similar to what you guys are doing?
No, not at all, not at all. They're very small and artisanal, and they just want to keep it that way. Me, I'm more trying to become more corporate and have more storefronts.
Gotcha.
Run a different type of operation, but I do love their products.
Yeah, because they're probably an older generation as well.
I'm a younger generation.
Correct, 100%, brother. So the older generation is in their own little. Listen, I got my niche. I don't need to. I'm good.
Just like my uncle is at his bakery for 30 years.
There you go.
Successful, amazing bakery. Is probably a staple in Pinecrest and Palmetto Bay.
Yeah.
So you want to do a name drop for him or something, or
Délices de France? My uncle Patrick Baboon. He taught me a lot.
Oh, I like that. Patrick Baboon. Shout out to Patrick.
He's my mom's brother.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
But you're very fluent at French too.
Yeah, I speak
French.
Yeah.
And he speaks Spanish too.
And
un
poco. What's the difference between a croissant and a croissant?
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe one's with margarine, one's with butter. Who knows? I can't tell you.
Or just the way you pronounce it.
Yeah.
So tell me, in the bakery, what is the most popular items right now that you guys really can tell me, Manny? This we can't keep up.
Man, let's see.
Did I get you with that one?
A little bit, because all our products are flying off the shelves.
Right.
But there's always our baguettes,
There you go.
Ever since we opened, in less than a year, I won Best Baguette in Florida. So,
brother,
we got that reputation for having the best baguettes in Florida. And, people always come. They're driving from Key West, Boca, Palm Beach. Yeah. Sometimes they grab 10 baguettes, put it in the freezer.
No way.
Yeah, man.
You sell them frozen?
No, they buy them.
They buy them, they freeze them themselves. Well, if you think about it.
Listen, I have a friend of mine. Actually, yesterday he told me this. He's like, bro, I opened my freezer. I had a baguette inside for 3 months. I didn't think it was going to be good. I toasted it
in the oven.
And he told me it was
spectacular.
Fine.
Wow,
Fire.
that's impressive.
After
That's
3 months,
impressive.
I was
That's
like, yo,
impressive.
really? Did you seal it? Like, I was asking him questions.
I don't know,
so
but
I can know, you know what I mean?
Olivier, I see a little future here, brother. So another podcast I'm gonna bring you into is one that we call the STL, which is Squeeze the Lemon, the mindset.
The frozen baguettes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look at how we can really squeeze the lemon on those baguettes and see if we can start selling those, like pre-frozen in some places.
That's part of
That's
the goal.
coming?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
For sure.
I love that. I think that's spectacular.
So from conversations, I know that the bakery world and like preparing for that is sometimes grueling. You know, like take me through a day of the bakery, or like what time do you usually get there? What time does the team start? You know, in order to make these pastries, especially to have them ready for the morning. I know you guys usually get there early, or you're already prepping for the night before.
I prepped the day before.
The day before.
Of course. I'm not like a new school bakery that wakes up at 12 a.m. or 1 in the morning to start making things, to start baking. No. That's
not in your agenda anymore.
no, man.
That's done.
I changed my operations. I kind of simplified everything to make
Okay.
working in a bakery easy, because working in a bakery is not easy at all.
Yeah.
Sometimes to find employees that want to come in at 3, 2 in the morning, it's almost impossible.
Yes.
So if you don't try to make it easy for your staff to come work, like you don't have a business, you know.
But were you able to do that through like using some technology or like anything?
No, just different methods.
Different methods?
Methods that I learned with my uncle, methods that I learned in New York. I kind of took the best of both worlds, combined them.
That's how it works.
What wasn't working, removed it, and simplified my operations. Today, you can start baking at my bakery at like 5:30 in the morning, 7, everything's
You're
ready.
good. Wow.
You know?
Ready to go.
That's impressive.
So that's more or less the time you guys get there. Like
Yeah,
5:30.
5:30.
Which is fine. Yeah, everybody wakes up to the gym anyway at that time. Not
Exactly,
me,
you
but
know.
I'm just saying.
It's better than waking up at 3, 2 in the morning. I can
Right.
tell you that. When
Yeah,
I did that in
100%,
New York,
no.
and it was not easy.
Absolutely.
No, but the New York is like the mecca for bakeries.
It
you know?
is. It
Like,
is. That's
and you have
that's
every corner, there's a bakery.
that's
every
like the
corner.
real true competition.
Yeah, no, that my friend is true competition.
Yeah.
New York
Well, I feel like they used to say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
for sure.
Now I think if you make it in Miami, you can
Cue
make
the
it
song,
anywhere, bro.
Frank. Cue the song. Okay.
Like Miami hasn't been easy to.
I actually won Best Baguette in New York.
Oh wow,
Damn.
that's big time.
2019.
That's big time.
And I was nervous. I was 26 years old, you know, at the time, or 25, something like that. And going against 17 bakeries out there, I was nervous.
Yeah, and those are legit.
Yeah, man. It's
legit
not like-
bakeries.
So again, is there a secret little weapon in that baguette? Is there a little secret ingredient there? A little.
There's a few secret
Okay, all
ingredients,
right, but that's what we
also-
wanna know.
also, the main thing is the passion and the
Right,
love for
100%.
the art.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
Yeah, I think like anybody who opens a restaurant, man, you gotta
Well, you have to
really,
love.
really love
You
it.
have to
gotta
love.
really love it.
Most
Yeah.
definitely.
You have to.
Because it's easy to go bankrupt.
Oh,
you know?
super. Especially nowadays.
Yeah.
But not only bankrupt in that sense, but going first to his first comment, him and his brother.
Yeah.
And when you
Breaking
have
everything.
when you have a family run place, that's a totally different
Yeah.
situation. When you have 20 other people are running the place and say, oh, you can't trust half of these people sometimes between cash registers and this and that. I mean, it's one of the biggest stealing situations in restaurants. Easy, super easy.
Yeah, no, that and wastefulness, you know?
Oh, you got to manage your waste, you know?
Yeah. That's one of the biggest things I think for bakeries.
Efficiency. Efficiency, brother.
Yeah.
So, Olivier, what are we? Okay, are we going to stay in River Landing? What are we doing? Are we? I feel like I love to go to River Landing, but I feel I need you somewhere near me. I need you either in the Gables or I need you near South Miami.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm
Okay.
just really building the foundation. You know, I don't want to just expand too quickly.
Yeah.
You know, you have to build a good foundation, a good structure. That way it doesn't collapse, you know. Right now, I'm opening my next concept in about maybe 3 months. It's
Okay.
going to be a bistro concept next door to my bakery. So it's where we're going to get steak frites, bistro burger, tartines, avocado toast, stuff like that. French toast.
With the baguettes,
With the baguettes too. And I'm going to make some stuff, some special stuff.
a little steak sandwich of that baguette,
Oh.
brother. I am there.
But
No, but I'm going to have a steak sandwich. I got you.
I
got you. I got
brother.
you.
That with that baguette. Ooh boy.
bro, you talk with a lot of passion. When did you like learn? Like I know you said you learned a lot with your uncle's bakery, but when did you think like, okay, I'm good at this. I got the sauce. I can make it. I can make it in this
All right,
industry.
ready to go?
So let's make it quick and simple. I was supposed to move back to Haiti. After working with my uncle for 3 years, I moved back to Haiti, and then I was going to open a factory to make bread over there. And then one day I didn't move back to New York. I mean, I went to New York to go visit an ex-girlfriend of mine at the time. And I stayed an extra week over there. And then one of my cousins took me around the city. He's like, Olivier, you have to come work here. And I was like, I don't know. I'm about to open a business in Haiti. I don't think I'm going to go work for people right now. I was like, trust me, you have to come work in New York. So I went to Miami. I'm like, Uncle Patrick, you got any connects in New York? Hook me up or something like that. He's like, I have something for you. He hit up somebody, got me a trial. 3 days later, I'm back in New York. I went to the trial. He's like, when do you want to start? I was like,
Yeah.
like that.
I love it.
So I started working over there after 1 year. My goal was to stay 1 year in New York and then move back to Haiti.
Yeah.
Man, I was working over there, and then I was going up the ranks, becoming from baker to sous chef to head baker, like going from New York to DC to open up stores. I'm like, yo, maybe I should stay in the States. You know, Haiti's not
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I'm not feeling Haiti right now anymore.
You know, I don't want my talent to go to. I'm not saying
Yeah.
Haiti's not good, but
Yeah.
at the moment,
No,
the
I
situation
get
is
you.
not the best
But plus, you had the ex-girlfriend. So, yeah.
at the
Yeah,
time. But that's another story.
Well, but so you didn't have that in Haiti, so
No, but when I saw my potential, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it my shot over here. You know.
yeah.
And then so when you took the ideas to your brother, how'd you get your brothers on board?
Well, my brothers trust me.
Yeah.
You know, they know I know what I'm doing. They know I have a vision, and I'm trying to have my vision grow on them.
Yeah.
You know,
But you're the oldest one?
I'm the oldest.
Oh, yeah. So you got to lead the pack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all younger than me, so it's
How many do we have?
just 3 of us.
3. Okay,
Yeah.
that's enough.
But that's
Still in their
good.
20s.
That's badass, though.
That's
badass.
good.
Yeah,
That's
it's really
good.
cool. It's a young, dynamic team.
Yeah.
Well, that listen again. Family rocks, especially when everybody can get together and work together. You grow together,
Yeah.
brother, and that is
No, and you're
that's
always
vital.
like, whenever you're around family parties, events, you're always thinking, how can we get this better? How
Of
can we get
course.
this better? How can we
Of
get
course.
You can tell you guys have a lot of passion for it, and it reflects in your product, which
Yeah.
I think we should probably taste,
Oh, we're tasting. We're
Yeah, I
tasting.
want to taste something. I mean,
Ben, can we taste on? Ben, can we taste?
This is probably the best almond croissant you'll have.
No. I have. Is that the almond?
This one's the almond. That's the chocolate. That's the guava.
I got to go out.
Okay, wait a second. I'm gonna do the Cuban in me. Ready? There's a machete.
Yeah. Here, cut this almond one.
All right, watch it. Here we go.
Watch out at the table. If not, the landlord's going to get upset.
Well, I mean, I think I know him. He'll be fine.
Brother, the other day we had a dude here come in with a fryer, and he wanted to cook
we just
right here.
You know what we
his
gotta do? We
fryer.
gotta sharpen these up a little bit. By the way,
It was Isla Canaria people.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, by the way, the landlord was not here.
Yeah. And then I'm like,
So be
brother,
happy
kill
about
me
that,
when
by
we
the
go
way.
sit Here. We got to. So we did it in the kitchen, right?
Wow.
And in the kitchen, he lit it for 2 days. The whole place smelled like grease.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're happy the landlord was on a trip during that time. I'm telling you guys, listen to me.
Wow. This is really good.
I know you people.
Really,
I'm not going to mention other places.
Wow.
I'm not going to mention other places and Gables and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Look at this, though.
This is
Nice.
the real deal. What I'm telling you, I am so picky when it comes down to this stuff. Ever since I was introduced, and I have to give, I got to give Andy the credit because when we started in Riverland, he goes, you're not going to taste anything better.
Well,
That's the only reason I'm there, though, Andy.
He's the
how'd you
best.
meet him?
Totally there.
How'd you meet him?
He's the best.
Well, one of my realtors brought me to River Landing once, and
is
then,
this the guava?
That's the guava.
Okay, we got to try
So
this.
they
I'm
brought
sorry.
me to River
The
Landing.
Cuban and me.
I can't try guava. I'll stick with this one here, though. This is fucking phenomenal.
Well, but don't have it all.
I love the almond.
You just can't have the whole thing. But
Oh, no, I can't.
no, you can't.
Why not?
Well, because we have a lot of people in the
that's
office.
fine. Yeah, you're right. I agree.
You can't be so Thank you. Yes, that's right,
I'll
Bensters.
try that one with you.
Plus, we have a pregnant woman back there looking, and she keeps on telling me, when's my turn to have a little piece? And if you don't give what a pregnant woman wants,
I don't want to deal with
Yeah.
Yeah. So then how'd you meet Andy? The realtor?
Wow.
So my realtor brought me to River Landing because at the time I was looking for a location, and I was about to sign a lease in Burkle. When they brought me to River Landing, I said, I forgot about Burkle.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? This is an opportunity I can't pass on. And when I met Andy, honestly, he didn't want me there at the time.
Really?
I'm nobody. I'm like, who am I?
Yeah,
I'm
how
a
you ever
bakery
give
here,
way,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, it's my first business. It's a startup business. And
Yeah.
I'm like, Andy, I want a meeting with you, like, just let's sit down, let's talk. I made sure I brought Andy a baguette and a few pastries. He didn't even eat the pastries. He ate 3/3 of the baguette before we even started talking. After he ate the baguette, he's like, all right,
When you start,
Sign.
when
Sign
are
up.
we gonna open the bake?
Wow.
And then that was it.
All right, guys, let me tell you the real story of how Ficelle came to River Landing. one day in 2019, I get a phone call, and the guy says, "Hi, I'm Olivier Rizk. I'm the best baguette baker in the United States. I've won Best Baguette New York City 5 years in a row, and I've looked all over Miami, and River Landing is the place where I want to open up my restaurant." I say, "Okay, sir, what's your restaurant?" He says, "It's BYOB, Build Your Own Baguette." And this was a cold call, and I was quite blunt and said, "Geez, Miami has enough Subways and sub shops. It sounds like you just want to do another sub shop." And he says, "No, you don't understand. I have the best baguette in the entire country. And when you taste my baguette, you're going to know that BYOB is a success." And I say, "Okay, have you ever owned a restaurant before?" "No." "Have you ever operated a restaurant before?" "Well, I've managed one," he said. I said, "Well, do you have a financial statement that I can look at?" He says, "Not yet, but I'll put that together for you." I said, "Sir, I don't think you're going to qualify for underwriting." And he says, "I'm going to come meet with you. I'm going to bring my baguette, and my baguette is going to convince you that River Landing is the place for BYOB." So I never say no to meetings. And I say, "Okay, let's have a meeting." We have a meeting, and in comes this young, confident guy, and he brings me 2 3-foot-long baguettes. And so I don't have 3-foot-long baguettes today, but essentially this is what he brings me. And if I put them 2 together, that's what he brings me. And he puts them in front of me, and he says, "I'm going to tell my story. Eat my baguette." I don't eat a lot of bread. I ate a 3-foot-long baguette. It was unbelievably delicious. So after he tells the story, I said, "BYOB says to me, Subway, and I think you should do something special, something unique, something that makes you a destination. You're going to need to think about what that is. Something French." And he says, "Okay, I'm going to think about that, but BYOB is what I want." And I said, "Okay, let's overcome the hurdle of, have you ever operated a restaurant before? And are you able to have the financial underwriting to sign a lease with our company?" And he says, "Well, my parents are coming, and they are going to help me out here." And a few minutes later, his parents come in. They're very nice people. And the mother and father say, "We're going to help him out. We're going to invest in his business, and we're going to guarantee the lease." So, okay, one underwriting problem solved. And then I said, but you've never operated a restaurant before. How are you going to learn the business? He says, "Well, my uncle's coming." And I'm eating the baguette. And he says, "My uncle's coming, and he's operated a restaurant in Miami for 40 years, and he's going to teach me the business of operations." So a few minutes later, like clockwork, like everything was prearranged and synchronized, in comes a gentleman, Patrick. He introduces himself. He says he owns the French bakery in Palmetto Bay. He's been there for 40 years. I introduce myself, and he says, "Oh, I know your mother." And he says, "Your mother, she shopped at my bakery, and she shopped at the bagel store next door. She was a very nice lady. And the truth is, my mother died 13 years earlier." So I turned to young Olivier Rizk, the celebrity bread maker, and I say, "You can have your lease, sir." And that is how Ficelle came to be. A few days later, he calls me up and he says, "Listen, I took to heart this BYOB. I rebranded everything. We're going to be called Ficelle Boulangerie Pastries." He came back to the office. He had a logo. He had an email. He had everything planned out and ready to go as a destination French bakery. And what he and his brothers and his family have created are literally the best bakery in all of Miami.
You want to eat the bread or break the bread a little bit and eat it?
Delicious.
That's incredible.
I was like, I wasn't taking no for an answer.
So I have a question for you, actually. That I usually ask people and like, how many croissants are you selling a year?
Oof, brother, I can't even.
Like a ballpark number. Like, just let us know. Like, listen,
5,000, 10,000.
right.
No. I don't know. I'm throwing something out there. 20,000.
Yo, way more than that.
Okay.
Way more than that.
100.
No, I think you
do a
probably
little math?
yeah, do a little math for me right now. I want to know how many croissants are sold out of Ficelle.
Are you going to analyze this now?
No, we're gonna throw this out there.
You're going to calculate?
Ballpark number, like I'm not gonna overestimate or underestimate.
Yeah, just give me a ballpark.
Average.
Wow.
I say over $1 million.
I keep on eating.
No?
not with one store. No, but maybe about 100,000.
100,000 a year?
Yeah,
A year.
100,000 croissants a year. So you're selling about 12,000 a month.
more than that.
Yeah.
I'm doing about 250 to 300 croissants daily, just in store.
Just in store.
Yeah, and I recently started doing some wholesale for a few clients.
Oh, that's nice.
This is great.
Supply, like if you go to Lagniappe House, we leave all the baguettes for them. So that's pretty cool.
Wow.
Wow.
That fucking almond croissant was phenomenal.
Yeah. No.
Phenomenal.
Hey,
That was supposed to be for Ben.
that is Ben. Oh, I left it for Ben.
Don't worry, I'll bring more for you guys next
No,
time.
no.
Oh, Bill.
No, I am.
All right, so like,
I am conscious of my
you were born
producer.
and raised here, right? I have to ask this question.
Raised, Haiti, Miami, back.
I asked this question to all the hospitality guys. Give me like your top 3 go-to spots. Like you're out of this for anything. You're gonna go eat in the city. You know, what are your top 3 go-to spots? Honorable mentions that you like. Listen, I respect that chef. He has something good going on there in that area.
Honestly, Q.
Okay.
They just reopened up.
Yep.
Honestly,
Yep.
fire.
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't been.
Fire.
You
Yeah.
been? You been?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Another one, Boyade.
Haven't been.
Pretty good.
I've not
Try
been.
it out. And third one, I don't know. This is a little controversial. But I
We
like,
like controversial.
I like Uchi a lot. Uchi is really good for their sushi.
Yeah.
Fire.
Okay.
You're going. You living by the beach or?
I live. I used to live in River Landing. Now I moved back to my house in Pines, but eventually I'll probably move back to River Landing once the beach opens up.
Got you.
Okay. It's a nice little place to live. It's beautiful. You're in the center of Miami there too, brother?
Yo, you're in the heart of Miami.
Yeah, heart of Miami.
You know, when there's traffic and you're getting back home, you don't have to get that Brickell traffic,
Yep.
that
You
downtown
don't.
traffic.
You can hop on right there to go anywhere.
Right
The
there.
beach, come over
real
here.
quick.
Yeah.
Really quick.
Yeah,
Without
no,
an
no.
issue.
River Landing. Well, that's where you started. You
Yeah,
know? So that's
for
like
sure.
for you, it's like a staple. That's your staple store,
Bro,
right? now.
that's my staple, bro.
Do you think like you would have been just as successful doing it in Brickell?
Yes, but I feel like doing it at River Landing gave me a lot more advantages because I have no competition in the area.
Yeah.
And I was able
That
to
is
get my
true.
name out there pretty quick, you know, versus Brickell. You have so many people, you know.
No, and you're right in front of a Publix.
Exactly.
Which brings huge traffic.
Huge
Yeah.
traffic.
I was very strategic by your end. I was
Well,
very smart.
Publix must hate them because, you don't want our baguettes in here?
Yeah.
No.
I had to get approved by Publix to be in
Oh,
River
wow.
Landing. And
Really?
they fought for me to be inside of there.
Damn.
Okay.
Shout out to Andy.
Well, because at the end of the day, Publix probably said, this guy's not going to be competition for us. Now they're probably saying, damn.
No, but
accepted
apparently
this guy.
No, the deal was is as long as I don't make cupcakes, I'm fine. I'm like,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
fine.
Keep the
I'm not gonna
cupcakes.
make cupcakes.
do you think they
Please.
make that much money off cupcakes?
What?
That's crazy. Yeah.
Publix is the biggest
bro.
seller of cupcakes
No
in
way.
Florida. Yes.
How'd you hear? How do you know about this?
Because Andy told me.
Oh my God! I also heard that was the number one.
Andy did tell us how there's more Ferraris in Miami than are in Italy.
Yeah. That went
And
viral.
we got a
too.
lot of criticism.
Yeah.
And he goes, that's bullshit.
Well, I don't know. Like Miami nowadays.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it though. I
of
mean,
course not.
like
100%.
cupcake wise, I wouldn't doubt it. You know,
No, their cupcakes are pretty good.
they're good. Listen,
Yeah.
anything in Publix is good. To the point that they're now like.
By the way, we're not getting a penny from Publix.
Yeah, we're not getting it.
We
Which
are
we
just
should
saying.
because they've like increased their rate, their cost on everything.
Yeah.
You saw that? You saw that?
Yeah, I saw the report
yeah,
that came
yeah,
out. I think they made like $42 billion more. No, es una locura.
I got you, but who the hell is not going to go? Who's going to stop?
It's shopping is a pleasure. You know,
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
that's really what it is.
not because I'm in the marketing world, but the best freaking commercials are Publix. You look at damn commercial, damn.
No, listen, you
Thanksgiving when you start crying.
Sub.
a pub sub is phenomenal.
Pub sub,
which I heard that Publix at one point was thinking of creating just sub shops throughout the city, and they were looking into real estate. of mimicking like a Subway, you know, a Quiznos type of approach,
Right.
just for the pub slump.
Well,
but that never, I don't know, Publix.
They've got to fight. They got to fight.
That would be awesome.
They got to fight with my favorite, which is Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's is good.
Jersey Mike's?
Yeah.
Jimmy John's?
No.
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's, that's it. So that's another one that he'll do. But you know what? As soon as when this one opens up now, his bistro.
Yeah, we got to bring him back.
You know, not that we're gonna do subs in the bistro, but we're gonna have spectacular sound. Let me tell you, I want to know when that opens up. I already have my mind already.
He's a sandwich guy.
I love.
Yeah,
I'm a sandwich guy, and my daughter's a sandwich. She loves sandwiches. I'm imagining that baguette already with that steak.
Trust me.
And the little onions and everything cooked on top of it. I already see it happening.
All right, Olivier, a real pleasure having you here, brother.
Definitely.
Thank you so much, man. We got when you open your new spot up. Back in July, August.
Well, let me tell you.
And this is, I mean, listen, no talking shit. You guys know I go out there, I eat, and this is by far the best croissant I've had in the city. Like, and that's no cap.
Correct. And I'll tell you this much. I know you said, Coño, River Landing, trust me, go try this. Go get the baguettes. You can go right there and just park. The great thing what River Landing has is it has awesome parking.
2 hours for free.
It has 2 hours for free.
Yep.
It's not other places.
That's a nice chill.
That's bullshit. I don't want to. Bro, you park right there on the bottom. You get off. You can have. It's spectacular. But I want to say something before you go. I think that it's important. You know, Andy's been in back of us to go do like a podcast in River Landing.
Yeah.
You know, with there like in the middle and the whole thing. I think that we got to plan it.
Producer's not too fond of that. You know.
Well, but the producer at the end of the day has to follow us.
Wait, I was going to ask you a quick question though. Like, you have a variety of flavors on your menu when it comes to the croissants. Now that we're tasting these, what are your top 3 like croissant flavors right now? Usually people go in order.
The ham and cheese, you know, we're
classic.
Miami.
Yeah,
everybody loves ham and cheese.
Jamón y queso.
Definitely the almond croissants.
Yeah, that's sick.
Those sell out really fast. And then I would like to say probably the Nutella almond Danish.
Oh my God, is that here?
No, it's not.
No, it's not here. It's not here. But we're gonna get it.
Bring everything.
No, I take one of those over there.
But these kids, they look so beautiful.
So what is before you go? What is this again? So we have guava, we have the almond. What is this?
Plain croissants and chocolate.
This is plain, and this is chocolate. And this one?
That's the guava.
That's a guava. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So next time you at least need to be at least 20 some of these things.
Hey,
okay, Olivia, just so you know.
If I knew you had all these people in the office, I would have brought more.
So, but I'm going to say this. We got to talk to the Ben, but Ben will be on board. When are you thinking of opening the bistro?
Hopefully August.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
Right, right on the corner.
August, September. Around
So we'll get into Ben's calendar.
We're taking a break June, July for the podcast. So you're like one of the last ones already in.
Right. No, but regardless, then when we start again, we can start at the plaza. We can do like a little podcast with everybody there, and then we can just say live when Olivia opens up that thing. And I will be trying my sandwich right there.
I'll be waiting for
a pleasure, man.
And I want to try that damn thing.
Thank you, Eduardo.
Olivier, thank you, my brother. I appreciate it.